Here is we are bringing to you another sensational performance of the Nigeria sprint. This is time in Birmingham and it's going to be 4 by 100 meters relay. Wow, with the non-sprinters of Nigeria to be Amoson, Chukwuma, Ofili, and you're going to see how they perform here, and this is actually a stunning record. Very good performance here for Nigeria. Are they actually going to make it very, so shiny, so beautiful to watch them from the start to the finish of this 4 by 100 meters relay. Is going to be, well, competing with the top rangers, Jamaica, of course, and also the defending champions, England. Yeah, so let's get into it and see how the performance of these ladies, how they did it well. Now, starting from the first of the line up to the 8th line, we're gonna see them. Let's give you the schedule of the standing. There we go.
And Ocha will go on the final leg for Nigeria. There's the Australian team now, starting lane number 8. Connolly to Masters. Into Beecher. And now Anang will be on the final leg for Australia. They qualified 3rd fastest. And the swaying hips of the Trinidad and Tobago team who'll start into. That was St. Fort on the first leg. The familiar figure of Michelle Lee IE will go down the back straight. Frito around the top bend in the sunshine. And Bertrand will be on the final leg for them. There she is, ready and poised to hopefully receive the baton in this women's 4 by 100 meter final. So our final event on the track of this last day of action here in Birmingham is the women's 4 by 100 meter relay final. The crowd absolutely doesn't step from that win for England. And now we go back.
Here we go. It's women's 4 by 100 meters relay from the start final list. Here we've got Trinidad, Tobago, Ghana, Nigeria on the 4th lane, England, Jamaica, India, Australia, and Scotland. And yes, let's see how this final is going to go. Who holds the goal? Who gets the goals? Here we go. The Scotland, we got Rebecca Martinson with others, Reese, Malone, and Spence as well. Standing in for Australia is Connolly, Masters, Beige, and Anang, of course.
There's Beecher, Anang.
We also have here for India, we have Chano, Das, Nanda, and Yaraji.
Moments ago, Chand, Das, Nanda, Yaraji.
Of course, the Jamaicans, we've got Nelson here with White, Bochili, and from Sinera.
In England, Kemba Nelson is ready.
And here we come, the defending champions, Asha Philip, Williams, and Naita here. Here, Nigeria, here in the 4th lane with Toby Amuson, Favor Philly, Chukwuma, and Nwokocha Grace.
Lane number 3 will be Ghana.
Of course, Ghana here qualify here to be in the final as well. Last but not the least, Trinidad and Tobago, Paul's High, Plato, and Bertrand here. Now let's get onto it. On the mark, are you guys ready to watch the action? How Nigeria shocks Jamaicans, England at this 4 by 100 meters relay at Birmingham 2025.
Action. Can England defend the title they won in 2018? Beating Jamaica by 6/100ths of a second on that occasion. I remember long jumper Lorraine Ugan bringing the baton home for the English side. Trinidad and Tobago in 2, Ghana in 3, Nigeria in 4, England in 5, Jamaica in 6, India in 7, Australia in 8, and Scotland in 9. The women's sprint relay final. There's a clean start as well. Amuzan getting out nicely in lane number 4, as expected. India going well in lane number 7, Australia in lane number 8 too. This is good running by Nigeria in lane number 4. All look pretty safe on the changeovers. Imani Lansiko flying down the back straight, as is Favour Ophili of Nigeria. Second changeover, hands held high. Australia on the outside in lane 8 going well. Nigeria though, flying round with Chukwuma on the third leg. Hands back for the Nigerians. A roar from her teammates. Nigeria going to take this one. England with Darren Leacher in second. Keep an eye on Thompson here. The Jamaican superstar comes through for bronze for the Jamaican side. 42.10 seconds, just outside the game's record, but that was brilliant from Nigeria, absolutely superb. The quartet was fast, Toby Amusan was brought in, and she got the team off to an absolute flyer, 8R area record. Yes, indeed, Nigeria, you are the Commonwealth champions. England pick up the silver, and Jamaica the bronze.
We've been saying all week how amazing performances from the Nigerian women have been, both on the field and now in the sprints. And I was actually reading a quote by Favour Ophili, and she was talking about what the difference is, and she said the difference is we now believe in ourselves. We believe we can compete with the rest of the world, and I think that performance by the relay team just highlights the mentality that is going through that team right now.
Yeah, it's a national record, so you can't do any more than that. The Nigerians confirmed as the gold medal winners. England in second with Philip Lantico, Williams and Nita. And the flags are being draped by the Nigerian team. And Elaine Thompson-Hira on the final leg, passing the Australian, passing Anang on the last leg for them. Anang would have known the fastest woman alive who's going to bear down on her. And Jamaica there confirmed with the bronze medal, the third medal for Elaine Thompson-Hira at these Commonwealth Games. What a wonderful send-off on our final morning session here, and understandably, as you say, Steph, look at the Nigerian team, absolutely buoyed with talent and buoyed with speed.
And not just speed. I think to run that 100 meters, it's not just about speed, it's about that discipline and making sure that the baton gets around. And I think that really was what made the difference here, particularly for the Jamaicans, who didn't always have the best exchanges. It was almost like England after the first exchange and then the second exchange. That's when they kept making up their ground.
Australia were flying at this point. Fair play to the Australians. They were the third fastest qualifiers there. Haven't got the raw speed, as you say, Steph, like the English team or the Jamaican team, but that was a really, really good run by the Australians there on the left of the shot. But keep an eye on Thompson-Hira. Daryl Nita would have known that the 4-5 metre deficit was not going to be clawed back with the flying Nigerian. But Thompson-Hira, in the final few strides, picks up the bronze for Jamaica. But in the sunshine, a very good run and a deserved run with a shout and the scream from Rosemary Chukwuma. Absolutely brilliant.
Her bend, by the way, Chukwuma, was absolutely sensational. That was where a big part of that lead came from. She stormed that second bend. They are such a good team, the Nigerians. And isn't it interesting that it's the women's team from Nigeria who've been on fire here in Birmingham? I think that's quite significant for African sport, not just athletics, but for African sport per se. The Nigerian women performing brilliantly. And watch this third leg round the bend step from Chukwuma. It was sensational.
Bend running is really different from running in a straight line, and you could see that she was having to almost veer to the outside of her lane just to control that speed, and then really came in to make sure there was nothing that was going to go wrong with that final exchange.
Well, it didn't. Nothing went wrong with either the first, second or third changeovers for the Nigerians. First leg runner over the truck over there. still crossing the line and slowing down. Here's a ISO, the shout by the incoming athlete. You shouldn't look back when you're the outgoing runner. You see the mark being hit by the incoming runner and you set off until you are told to put your hand back. That's what the outgoing runners did. In a super last event. 7 medals the Nigerian women have picked up here. 8 for the Nigerian team in total. That good feeling, Steph, when you know you're on the way.
Yeah, I love this
clear ground there.
But I love this shot because Elaine Thompson-Herah isn't even in it right now, and I feel like I've been fangirling her all week. But to get the baton as far down as she was and still come out and know she can get that bronze, I mean, just what an amazing performance from her, who's already spent so much time out on this track.
What is commercial property? There are 5 main types. I'm going to talk to you about some of them. Retail, that is one of the main 5.
This track.
Information then for the women's 4x100 metre relay. That area record for Nigeria, brilliant, 42.10 seconds. England on this occasion, unlike 4 years ago, is trying to pick up the silver with 42.41, and Jamaica pick up the bronze.
Stay tuned to my channel, KB Jojo Newsbox, where I intend to give you every vital information, updates, interesting places, places of interest, tourism, and about people, culture around the world. Stay tuned on this channel. We promise to give you more. It's Thank you.
And if the fates should bless us with a moment of reprieve, we all could stand together in the silence and just breathe. Rejoice for all the happiness